Hello and welcome to Bow Beats, a channel about music production, synthesizers, creativity and a bit of cringe. So in this video we are going to look at the Pocket Operator 32, the tonic from Teenage Engineering, and we will be asking ourselves, is this the best pocket operator that has been released? So to start things off, what is the PO-32 microtonic? Well, it's a small form factor drum synthesizer, and I want to emphasize on the synthesizer part because like one of the previous, I think is the PO-12, it's a drum machine, but it doesn't have, all the synthesizer capabilities of the PO-32. The point with the PO-32 is that you can exchange any of the 16 sounds that are on it with custom sounds that you load in via the microphone on it. And the sounds are created on the microtonic software. The microtonic software is a sort of drum synthesizer software, but you can of course create many different types of sounds. Now, personally, it's not a huge selling point because I really enjoy using the PO-32 kind of standalone, something I bring with me, not something that I really want to use with a computer. But I can definitely see that if you're okay with using a software together with it, you'll get a ton of flexibility that is uncomparable to any of the other pocket operators. And I think this is a really, really good addition to what is already, a great line of products. So let me give you a quick overview. You have 16 sounds that you can use with these 16 buttons here. And these 16 sounds are also in choke groups. 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. This is different from some of the other pocket operators where you could have more sounds running at the same time. And I think, if I'm not mistaken here, this is just an educated guess, but I suppose that the sounds on this unit is quite powerful and you can tweak them a lot more than you could on the other pocket operators. So I assume that this might be a CPU limitation, or it could just be a kind of creative decision in order to create, being able to create different types of drum loops where sounds choke each other. But this can also create some very interesting, effects when you cut a sound off at a certain point. So besides having 16 sounds, it also has an effect section that you can use to change up the sound, like this, for example. Another thing that is really cool with the effect section is that you can automate it. You can record effect changes into patterns live. So while you're playing and you're experimenting with the different effects, you can record that into the patterns and play it back. And this can make for some really strange alterations of a simple pattern. And of course you want to hear it, so here is a demo. Another cool feature is, of course, that you can accent different steps in order to create sort of more dynamics in the groove. And of course, that's very welcomed, as you might use this mostly as a drum machine. All right, so functions aside, everything comes down to sound ultimately. You want a good sound even from something as small as this pocket operator. Now, does it sound good? Yeah, it sounds really good. I think this will be something that I will use a lot. Sample it into Octatrack, sample it into Machine, or just use it on the fly to create something that I can that's something that's fun and feels alive. I love having this with me when I travel. They are very creative machines. So is this the best pocket operator so far? Well, in my mind, yeah, it is. It sounds really good. It's a great drum machine, has great effects. You can change up the sounds using the Microtonic software, something that you can't do on any other pocket operator, and that's a feature I really hope that they will implement in future pocket operators as well. So yeah, I think this is definitely the best pocket operator so far if you want kind of a drum machine. If you don't want a drum machine, this is not for you, but it's great. Now, how will I use it? Well, I will probably be sampling it a lot, creating grooves, sampling different variations with effects, sampling it into, for example, the Octatrack. And just to top this video off, I want to show you a beat that I made using the drums from Microtonic. I sampled a couple of 64 steps loops with different effects on it into the Octatrack, and I added some samples. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, slap a like on it, consider subscribing, and head over to patreon.com/bowbeats if you want to support me further. And without further ado, here is a little jam I did with the PO-32 and the Octatrack.